Alrighty, brother. It was wonderful to see you today and to meet, just chit chat about what we're looking and inspecting to get out of these. I hear you. I'm not too totally keen on all of the Hawaiian ukulele music. However, it is great to learn. We can add on pieces here and there, but we're not here to learn aloha, aloha. Yeah, we're going to be a little bit more contemporary. You noticed the Zeppelin when I was playing it. If you wanted to know those chords, it would be a C major to an A minor. Put it on our first finger, we get the F major, and then we pivot for a B diminished or a G7. It would be a 1, 6, 4, 7 progression. 1, 2, 6, 2, 4, 2, 7, back to 1, 2, 6, 2, 4. 7 back to C, A minor, F major, stop on the A minor. Does that twice, then it does here. When I read the letters you wrote me, it made me mad. Minor 6 from A minor to a G major. Made me sad. I can't let you go. I love you so. F major. I love you. G major. Oh, baby, I love you. From the head. C, A minor, F major, G, 7, or B diminished. Ends on that 1. So what we do is we take these things in context. If you'd like, I could tell you that there are no sharps and no flats in the key of C, meaning do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. And then it goes back to a major. The whole idea is what I explained was Led Zeppelin, a song that has a 1, 6, 4, 5 progression. And then the verses themselves are a 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 1, 5, 1. No, I'm sorry, 5, 4, 4, 1. When we do this, every song that you and I will ever work on, we will explain in this way. So if we're talking about playing Silent Night, G, back to G, I would say 1, 6, 1, and we'd explain them that way. That way you get really super accustomed to what things are. For our curriculum, we make ideas and stack the concepts like pancakes. We're not going to indulge right away. We're going to make sure that we make enough of these little bitty pancakes to give ourselves a nice sufficient stack. The nice sufficient stack starts with this, spider exercises, and then moves on to teeter-totters. The purpose of spider exercises are to not use the thumb, to use the pointer finger, and to play just one note. Since you already got a little bit of music theory, quarter, 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 quarter works absolutely fine for this. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the first fret gives us a note, a G sharp or an A flat, then an A, then a sharp or a B flat, and then a B. The concept is you don't have to know what these notes are just to be able to do this. The idea for this exercise is when you get all the way to the top, go right back to the bottom, keep these fingers moving, and don't let your fingers fly off the fretboard. Only move them intentionally when you want to move your finger. What I'm doing with my other finger when I get here is I put my thumb on the string that I just played so I don't accidentally hit it, and my thumb's just not out in the middle of nowhere manhandling my ook. It's actually very relative and very close. So as you can see, I can switch back and forth with the thumb and the first finger back and forth if I wanted to for quicker fingerstyle notes. Now we will talk about that later, but for now, let's just all keep it the first finger. When we're rocking through this and your morning exercises and nightly exercises are like, all those notes notes, I knew where my brain was going, and I tried to play them in succession using quarter notes and eighth notes and 16th notes. Sometimes a flub on it, but the idea is the things that we practice like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, become the little things that we use inside of our improvisations, like so the concept is when we're more comfortable playing minor seconds, it's easier to talk about what a major second is, that whole step. So we're going to work on half steps and then explaining all the other intervals through the eyes of that half step. Open to first fret is a half step. Open to second fret is a whole step. Open to third fret is a minor third. Open to fourth fret is a major third. Open to the fifth is the perfect fourth. Open 6 is augmented. Open 7 is a perfect 5. Open to 8 is a augmented. Open to 9 is a minor 6. Open to 10 is a minor 7. Open to 11 is a major 7. And open to 12 should be our octave. That gives us all of our different spacings. And rather than just say, hey, there's a bunch of different notes in here, I can actually break it down to being there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 minor seconds in a chromatic scale, meaning all the notes for you to get from point A to point B through an octave are 12 notes. The other alternative is what you and I talk about. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. That is derived from a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. We will work on these in every key so you get a fair idea of the chords. C with the C note, D with the D note, E with the E note, F with the F note, G with the G notes, A with the A notes, B with the B notes, and then C again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. But for today, we're just going to play these spider exercises. Play them 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night. Make sure you go slow and steady. And I guarantee you by the 4th or 5th day, your fingers will stop doing those little, what I call them, baby dough legs. Feels like you're uncertain that it's going to fall apart. It will be strengthened. And then the second part of the lesson for this week, you practice for 5 or 10 minutes here and there. I suggest 5. Play any chord you have and turn it into another chord with another fingering set. Almost all chords have 3 notes and 2 notes and 1 note, or sometimes 4, but generally just 1. So, or generally 3. So if we played something like the A major or the F major, they're very close. But you can play both of those with 2 different fingerings, dare I say even a 3rd fingering with that 3 and 4 finger. If you can play F and rest 3 times between it, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and play on the 1, rest, 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 play on the 1. F. If I move my fingers, I can take my first finger off and my second finger off and put my second finger where my first finger was and play the same chord with just a different fingering. Meaning, if I can play that there, I could scoot that up and then bar to make an F sharp. Hence, I can play that F shape anywhere on the fretboard. If I played a G major, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I use the actual beats, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Play the chord. On the 1, put the 2 finger, 3 finger, put the pinky on. Play the chord. 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and the whole purpose of this is to keep this swinging hand swinging. The reason being, we can play these notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Or we could do half notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Or quarters. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Or eighth notes. Or or 16th notes. And that becomes music. Baba Chama rolled out of bed and ran to the police station. When Papa found out, he began to shout and started the investigation. Was against the wall, was against the law. What people saw, what the law saw. A-D-A-E7 is all that is, but we're using 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... So what I'd like to do is take you through the process of hearing down, up, 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 down, up. But that has to start somewhere. I can't just say down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That looks weird, sounds weird. It's just a bunch of gobbledygook. But after doing 1, 2, 3, 4, I could explain it through the eyes of 8th note, rest, 8th note, rest, 8th note, 8th note, 8th note, rest. And that is a much easier way to explain me and Julio than having to explain the different ways that you can interpret the rhythm. Other than that, do this 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, and I guarantee you that your rhythm and your chord knowledge will become amazing. Don't wait for me to do your other chords for your chord of the day. If your chord is an F and you know the purpose is to do this and to rest on the 2, 3, and 4 beat and play on the 1, then try that with any chord. C major, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna speed up. C major, 2, 3, 4, C major, 2, 3, 4, C major, 2, 3, 4, C. This one's weird because we only play with one finger unless we're playing a bar chord here, and then we can play it with our secondary bar chord. That works with our teeter-totters. Does it not? So you see, there are ways to do this. No matter what chords you know, there's always room for growth. Eventually, we're gonna be talking about chord progressions, how to see a little bit of music theory, and how that transposes to different chords on different instruments and even in your mind. So when you're listening to music, grab a bunch of different artists that you like, throw me suggestions, and I will help us get to where we want to be. It's a very nice meeting. I'll see you next week. Aloha.